Graffiti was all about the design of letter forms, basically, and it branches into so many different things.
The movement of freedom expression on the street is something that when we get 20 years down the line, there's going to be shelves and shelves and shelves of books documenting this, that equal surrealism, that will equal cubism, impressionism, the rest, and there is still the sort of masters of this art form.
I think graffiti art's only just been recognised by the mainstream as an art form, but simply because of the amount of media coverage it's getting now. You know, you've got the internet, everything else, the media have all jumped on it because of the whole street art movement. It's just people coming together to do artwork, but certain people choose to put across a political voice because we've got the freedom to do that on the streets, and a lot of people are going to see it.
It's certainly a movement. It's not necessarily against anything. It's not really even against a system as such. It's just a case of we want to be here and get up. Art is like a war. It's like art is like a weapon. Do you know what I mean? It gives that country its identity, its freedom. Gives the people a voice, basically.
It started off as letters, getting your name up, you know what I mean, and now it's more about the idea and the execution of the painting rather than just the letters and your name.
I never plan it, you see. It's always, I turn up, get some colours and just sort of, it grows from the middle outwards. So I never know when it's finished. These are all things I like about it, and just the play of scale and fantasy. It's escapism, it's not necessarily political, it's just escapist, you know, it's a way out.
Graffiti it's become so kind of saturated into everything now, into the media, into architecture, stuff like that, simply because a lot of the people in positions of power in companies now grew up with my generation, and so obviously the stuff they've gone through, the artwork they've seen, been inspired by, they've now got the chance to put that into their companies. Everybody's using graffiti now in their fonts, they want to do stencil looking stuff. But I think the funniest thing is that the government have used it for the Olympic logo. I mean, it's gone a bit mad if you ask me, you know, that the government are using graffiti lettering to promote the Olympic Games, and yet they're still trying to shut down graffiti. They're still saying it's illegal, people are going to prison for it still, and yet they want to jump on the bandwagon as well.
Over the years, what I've just seen it get bigger and bigger, more from being sort of small sort of pieces on walls to being absolutely huge sort of walls, things like that, and more people get involved with it, and I don't know, it's become more like a sport as such, you know, where more and more people are playing it, and there's a league there and things like that. So
I'm trying to kind of use spray cans, but artistically, you know, bring out my artistic side. But like I say, spray cans for me, it's just spray in a can, propelled, you know, that's all it is. I can do it with paintbrushes, but you can achieve more with spray paint.
Fine artist that uses the street as a canvas, but the terms is not something I'm too bothered about. I'm just living how I know to live, and that is making paintings of things that inspire me and combining all these influences, and that's what comes out.